Welcome back to Team Gingers and Beers Mystery Box Rally. So getting the car to go and getting the car to stop. We know the car starts with a bit of start your bastard into it. It doesn't idle particularly well, so we're going to have to have a look at the car, the carbs and the spark plugs. The brakes, on the other hand, don't work at all. So front brakes look okay, the discs are okay, we'll get the calipers moving. But around the drum brakes in the rear, we noticed some bad leaks. All the fluid has come out of them, so it's just you've got no brakes. So we've got to pull them apart, clean them up, replace the necessary bits, and get them all wired back together again. So step one, getting them all cleaned up. Now, as you're probably going to see as we get through this car, things are dirty everywhere. These older cars, built out of non-corrosive resistant steel, so they all had to be covered in rust proofing. And everything was greased. So build up of grease on all the undercarriage and then the dirt along with it means that whenever we have to go to do anything on this car, we first just have to remove just a thick, caked-on layer of greasy, dirty muck. So, yeah, lots of scraping. Lots of scraping and brake cleaner.
Yeah, trying to do the Ghost Rider.
Yeah. Now, with all the brakes cleaned off, we decided to take a break and do some fluid changes as well. And discovered some surprises that the makers of this car had left for us.
On the sunplug. What were they doing at British Leyland, or wherever this was built, in Birmingham?
Yes.
That compelled them to put an Allen key.
14.2.
So what's that in inches?
Eventually we did manage to drain the oil, which was then collected and disposed of in an appropriate manner. And then next up, it was time to change the spark plugs using a totally inappropriate spark plug tool.
I'd use. The one I'd use would have a rubber cabinet at the top.
So it helps
grabs it.
Yeah. Oh, that's lots of carbon on it. That's
Engine running rich.
Yep.
Which we knew.
We knew that, yeah.
So we need to lean out the car a little bit.
Yeah.
Have it still start.
Come on, back it. Oh, shit. Come on.
Come on, there you go. Almost there.
Come on. Oh, fuck.
Come on.
I'll get there. Fucking. Fuck. Come on. Yep. Oh, there we go. Fucking hell. First fill up. Now with a nice set of clean plugs in, it was time to fill the car and start it up and then start shooting the carbs.
Okay, so then you check the shoulders of both needles are flush with the lower faces of the valve air pistons.
Don't know what those are or where they are.
I have to check the needles.
Somehow we got it figured
these
out
ones?
and got to our first start.
That sounds bloody lovely.
Eventually we got the car starting really nicely, but as you'll see, still having some issues with getting it to idle stably.
Yeah, down to normal.
So a little bit more tuning to do. Now I've left the audio here normalised across the two clips so you can see the difference between the pre-tune and the after-tune.
Produce a lot.
Now with the engine running smoothly, we just had to go deal with the brake lines, which definitely weren't going to pose
Same deal.
any
yeah.
sort of
Just that
challenge
little
whatsoever.
bit there. Yeah, those kept falling. We were doing this before. Yeah, it looks good.
It does look a shitload. Yeah, I can hear it looks better. And then, do you want to just compare it to our first one?
Yeah. Let's go.
One of these will get a seal.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. I can...
How much more can you give me? I'm always an inch too short. Alright. Well, there we go. You make it an inch longer.
well, we practice.
More practice on
practice
flaring.
Eventually, with everything connected up properly, fill the brake reservoir, and yeah, so it's coming out the wrong bits. Turns out, if you look at our earlier work and compare it to the original brake piece, you'll see the flares are different. One is a double flare and one is a bubble flare. So the brakes aren't done yet. We should have another episode, another update coming soon. But for now, I'd like to thank our donors for getting us to our current fundraising level of $1,669. We're heading for $4,000 by August. So if you feel like supporting us, there is a donation link down below in the description. And anything you can send our way is much appreciated. Thank you.